Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video and the second to last stage of the Extreme Challenge quest. This time facing a different alternate version of Ifrit, Voydfrit, and this one's an Earth team. Surprisingly, an Earth physical team, but this is the Earth 2.0 meta, which was magic. It was the counterattack Benimaru, Mirren, Sad Adelman, Sad Clayman meta. The missions, 3 body and spirit skills, and then 6 combo of greens. So yeah, very much the Earth 2.0 team. Voydfrit has, okay, doesn't have the highest attack stat that we've seen, but it's definitely, in the 5 digits. Decently high HP, attack buff, nerfs blues, so you could use the old Earth 1.0 team with Lumi and Soe and Benimaru, and you'd be fine because oranges are fine. So I think that's what we'll do for this stage. Let's go ahead and build the Earth 2.0 team then in all its glory. Alright, so Earth 2.0 was not a very fondly remembered team. It was a team that they tried to smash in a whole bunch of different mechanics, kind of like what we are seeing currently with the Protectors of Peace meta. Benimaru, skill resets, extra skill points on greens, and guaranteed counters. Aaron, orb changing. Isis, orb changing. Adelman, deadly poison and deadly poison stacks. Mirren with the heal, the stat swap, and the earth attack. And then Clayman with guaranteed taunts. We had a lot of things going on here. Not all of it was good. Mirren is skill fused, which means that we get our earth attack a little bit faster than normal. Normally it was a 10% stack, now it's a 15% stack. It just means that we don't have to be here nearly as long. But the mission wants body and spirit skills, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So they're mainly healing skills, status effect skills. So if you have those, you don't have to run this specific team, but you can definitely get that mission done. And then 6 greens is easy. I mean, I was looking for like a starting green orb change hand, but I guess this works. I mean, I guess it works. So we'll just do this, and we'll leave Isis in, so next turn we can use her green buff. Okay, well, that's an ult for Mirren right off the bat. That's good to see. And we do need to use the body and spirit skills. And I do want to try and attempt to use all of the different things this team has to offer, because it's just so goddamn hilarious. Okay, well, we gotta use 2 orb changes. That's hilarious. Okay, orange change, or blue orb change, green buff. We'll bring Aaron in, and we'll convert that other green. And, well, no, it's fine. We'll do this, and I think it's Claymore. Claymore does this, right? Physical attack, that's stack poison damage. This inflicts poison. Clayman does the taunt and the counter power, and then crit damage down and poison damage stacks. Alright, so then, yeah, let's just run it like this. Let's go ahead and taunt with Clayman. So he can only get hit, which doesn't really matter because this is an AoE ult. But now, if he does have follow-up attacks, we are going to counter attack, and it's only going to be Clayman. So if you are going to run a counter team, you kind of need someone to actually taunt, which some of the other characters that have counter attack power, it's like, well, that's great. There's no guarantee they're actually going to hit you, though, unless they do AoEs. So we'll send this. Max points, max gauge. Excellent. 28-8 is not a lot of damage. It's fine, though. 51. All right, well, his counter attacks can target someone else. All right, so there's that. We can't counter a counter, though. Hilarious if we could. There's a lot of hilarious if we could things in this game. But here's the AoE ult. Boom. Thank you very much. And then follow up. Oh, we got 1 counter, and 2 counters, and 3 counters. Boom. So, Benimaru gave everyone counter attacks. Cool. Totally forgot that he actually did that in that moment. I was like, oh yeah, counters. We can't counter a counter. No shit, we countered. Alright, well, we've got another AoE ult coming. We have a lot of orbs that are not greens, and we're not going to do anything about it. So let's just go ahead and put the continuous heal on. And, let's see. He doesn't actually have crit or anything like that. So extra HP for funzy onesies. Boom, boom. And we'll kind of get these blues out of here and try and make some room for green orbs. Okay, so now we have a little bit extra defense. We're going to heal back a little bit. There's another ult coming in. He didn't even attack that turn, which I guess is cool. Okay, let's get Clayman out of here. Bring Isis in. Orange convert. We'll use the counter attacks from Benimaru to reset Isis. We can use her orb change, and then that's pretty much all we can do here. So we'll leave her up front, and we'll bring Adelman in next turn, and we can put some poison damage on. Poison! Yes, everyone's favorite damage over time. Almost as good. Actually, I think it's better than Despair. Alright, come on. Where are the green orbs? Alright, and some damage there. Alright, AoEs, counter, and counter, and counter. Hooray! How many skills have we used of the Body and Spirits? We've used 1, we've used 2, and we've used 3. So we've done the mission already. Let's bring Adelman in now, and we will inflict deadly poison for 3 turns and give us extra defense, which is great. Well, wait, hold. Wasn't that just hilarious? You want us to bring the team that has counterattacks and poison, and when we can't poison them. Yeah, it's a funny place we live in right now. All right, stat swap, reset. With the stat swap, I'm fairly certain that Mirren can kill because we've now swapped our defense and attack stats. Now we have fairly high attack. We have a little bit extra earth attack down here, 45%, because it's been going up every 2 turns by 15%. So we'll just go ahead and send this, and I think we should be done. And we can end this misery that is the Earth 2.0 team. 23,000 right there, 64,000. And even if we don't kill, which Mirren is going to kill in this orb, and Synergy, he would have counterattacked, or he would have hit us, and we would have counterattacked. So either way, Voydfrit was going to pass away. But there is the Earth 2.0 team. Sad, sad thing. Let's bust out the Earth 1.0 team for the... I guess we can. Alright, Earth 1.0. We dropped the stupid Albus, though, because that unit is just hot garbage. We brought Light Mirren, just because she has an orange convert, and then we've got the Fire free-to-play hero, because he can give away 3 orbs to the unit with the highest attack, which... should be Lumi. It might be Soe, though. Either way, it'll work out just fine. And then Benimaru can steal orbs for hopefully Lumi, and then that'll work out. And we got lucky, because we have 4 Soe orbs turn 1, which means we actually have 6 Lumi orbs turn 1. And that's pretty much how I wanted to play this the entire time. Even though super weak point is given to physical characters, it doesn't really matter all that much. Lumi will be able to take care of it. Again, Lumi is not skill fused. The only thing it would change is her alt denial would get cheap, well, by a lot cheaper. So it'd be a lot more usable, but I'm not really going to bank on that too much here. What I do care about is, I think, well, you know what? We might actually use it. Alt denial, boom. Extra alt gauge for her, I mean, is cool and everything. It doesn't really matter all that much. But what I can do is I can swap you out, and then we can bring in Soe for Mirren. What is Mirren doing, actually? Lowers crit damage, right? Well, he's not critting right now. So we'll bring Soe in for Mirren. That'll give him 3 orange orbs now. And then with the 40 skill points we're getting from Hakuro, we can use the orange buff and orange damage. The burn doesn't really matter. And then we could use the giveaway to Soe as well. So let's go ahead and do that. So we have 6 Soe orbs that are going to have guaranteed crits. At least they should go to Soe. Yeah, okay, good. So now, next turn, we're going to have 2 ults. One with Soe, one with Lumi. We'll have points to make sure that Lumi can use her magic buff, and Soe can use his guaranteed crits again. That guard was kind of unfortunate, but oh well. And probably be able to take him out. If we wanted to, we could have swapped Mirren for, like, an actual support character. It would have made things run a lot more smoothly. Not a terribly big deal, though. So, the orange buff is only for 1 turn. So, magic buff, we'll use the guaranteed crits and lower the crit resistance. And then the 40 points that we get from Hakura means that we can use the orange buff again. And I think he's probably dead here. Probably being the keyword. Let's send Soe last. So Soe, you know what? We're gonna watch Soe's ult. we're gonna watch Soe's ult. 52,000. Or maybe he doesn't die. 60,000. All right, so we should have sent Lumi. Well, I don't think it really matters. Boom. There we go. Excellent. Earth 2.0. Really pushing it out of there. All right, well, let's move on to the full free-to-play team. And shock surprise, I'm going to bring Frey. All right, we've got a team literally full of orb changers. 2 Earth units. Frey will stack attack on these 2 Earth characters. And we have Geld, who will give us extra skill points. We're running the protection gauge charm on greens. We've got Isis and Veldora, technically, for the all gauge buff. Shinsha, she has a single blue to green orb change and a light buff, which doesn't help anyone but her. This team can do it, though. I have faith. I think it would have been a little bit easier if we had used a heal charm. Voydfrit hits pretty hard for the first, I think, 3 or 4 turns of the fight, and then he kind of tones down, but depending on your level of units and your gear, you might be taking quite a bit more damage than what my units are taking here. We don't get super great hands the first 2 turns, but at least we can, use them a little bit. Frey does reset, so that's why we're going to bring Isis in. We're going to use her green buff, which, sure, why not? And then we'll reset both of her skills, and we'll send these 4 Aaron orbs. And then now that we have 70 points, we can reliably do something. And we do get a pretty decent hand to convert. But yeah, like here, he's taking off chunks, he has an attack buff, he's going to have a crit buff next turn. So orb change, we'll bring Geld in, we'll use his weakness resistance down, which does help Aaron and Veldora do more damage. And then we'll get him out of there, because he's wind, and I don't want him to take any ult damage, regardless of how much health he currently exists at. Because eventually, depending on how low they get, Aaron and Veldora might have to get swapped out, which is unfortunate. But alright, so there's the crits. So here, technically, I should have used the crit resistance and HP skill with Aaron, but I didn't. Now, I was also an idiot, because I didn't use the Isis orb change. I, for some reason, thought that Geld was going to change the Aaron orb too. I don't know why I thought that, but I did. So we're going to use the Geld buff, the Geld orb change, and then the Aaron orb change, because that's going to do a lot here. And now I don't have any more points, so I realize it, and I go click on Isis, and I was like, oh. Whoops. Okay, well, I mean, we still get 118 points. It's not like not sending 6 greens is going to really harm you, and it actually works out pretty well for us because of this next hand. But now Veldora and Aaron are under half HP because they've been in the fight for 5 turns. And depending on your dupe level and gear level, you might be quite a bit lower. So instead of running a protection gauge on green charm, I mean, we have Isis, we have Veldora, that's 70% gauge right there. You could work just fine with that, and you could bring a heal charm and make sure that your allies are in no immediate danger of dying. So another good orb change right there. Another green buff. Magic resistance down does help. Frey, another 5% attack for them. And then another weakness resistance down. So everyone who is getting the attack buff is doing more damage. It really, really helps out Veldora and Aaron, but it does help the other units, when they get it, do slightly more. So here, another good hand. We just have to use the Geld orb change. So we'll do that. I think we reset and then use his weakness resistance down again. Could be mistaken. Nope, we do. All right, perfect. And just making sure that we have the 70% buff active from Veldora. I don't really need to use anything else. He doesn't have any crit anymore, so we don't need to use the Aaron skill. And now he's fairly low. He's going to take, what, 2 more turns? 1 more turn after this? Another hand that we can work with, we're going to, I think, use Geld at 35 points and then bring Isis in and reset her. Just because we can. Unfortunately, at the end of this turn, we don't kill. And it's quite hilarious. So reset, orb change, boom, boom. Green buff again. And now we have a full 6 hand. We have 2 ults with our Earth characters. And then we'll send this. So 17,000, 20,000, 1, 2, 3, and the 200% orb does everything but kill. I can't even see his health bar. So we check, and he has 239 HP left. What an embarrassment. So we just send the 1 Veldora orb, and we call it a day. So there we go. Green team. Frey is really good as a free-to-play protector. A lot of green-focused units. Let me know if you have any other teams besides Vengeance that you found that can do this stage that other people can use. But that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.